Hey guys, how's it going? Edstar here, back with another Operation Palace for the new season. As you can tell, it did not start well. A new start to the Premier League season. We lost 3-0 to Chelsea. It wasn't a good performance, but Chelsea were literally all over us. From the start. It was pretty, comprehensive, that victory. We didn't get started whatsoever. I mean, it pretty much highlighted that goal from Shalabar from 25 yards. What a hit that was. I mean, questions has to be asked of Vincente in goal, but I'm going to get to player ratings shortly. But before I do, if you guys are new to the channel and you do like this video, please make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you are new, please hit that subscribe button, turn all your notifications on so you don't miss another Operation Palace video. But let's get into the player ratings, because yeah, it was not a good performance whatsoever. I'm going to start off in goal. I'm going to go with Vincente Guaita. Have to be honest with you, now that I've watched the game back, questions have to be asked of him for the first goal. He should be keeping that out. Don't get me wrong, it's a quality free kick from Alonso, but for the first and second goals, he's got to do much better for me. He didn't really command the box as much as I thought he would, and maybe it's almost time for Jack Butland to get a go in goal. I can't believe I'm saying that, but Vincente yesterday gets a 3 out of 10. He was very, very poor yesterday. Going to go into left back next. I'm going to go for Tyrick Mitchell. He did well with what he had asked of him. He didn't really have that much of an opportunity to get down the wing for us, so it wasn't the best of performances, but it was a fairly solid performance, and he wasn't, the worst performer. Apparently he gave away the free kick for the first goal, which wasn't a free kick, if I'm honest with you, but I'm going to get onto the ref in a minute because he was a right prick. But for the fact he gave away for the free kick for the goal, I'm going to give him 4 out of 10. He just didn't do enough for me against Chelsea, but who knows what's going to happen next. Next, I'm going to get into Checo Kouyaté. He is not a centre-back. I mean, how many times do I have to keep saying this? He is just not a centre-back. He is not where he's supposed to be. I told you I would much rather have Anderson start, but he just wasn't fit enough for this game. But who else has he got? I mean, Kouyaté is just not good enough for that spot. So I just wasn't convinced by Kouyaté, if I'm honest with you, and I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. Very, very poor performance. Next to him was Mark Guehi. He was pretty good, if I'm honest with you. He literally cleared all the balls in the box. Very, very like what I see of him so far, and he was easily the best of the defenders for me personally. You could possibly disagree. You can have your say in the comments down below. But for me, Guehi was probably the best of the centre-backs, and I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. And I know that's not high, but if you lose 3-0 to Chelsea, you're probably not going to get a high rating, considering they're a top team. Joel Ward passed it for me. I don't know why he's been given a new contract. I understand, he's one of the best defenders at the club, but I think Klein's better than him. I really do. I actually think Klein should have, started this game ahead of Ward. But, he just doesn't do enough. He just does not get forward enough. I mean, he just passes the ball back. He's just got no confidence going forward. And he was probably as bad as Guaita was in goal. And I'm going to give Ward a 3 out of 10. I hope you guys think I'm not being too harsh on these player ratings. If you do disagree, then please let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to have a discussion with you as to why I think I gave him a 3 out of 10. But we're going to get into the midfield now. I'm going to start on the right hand side. I'm going to go with Jordan Ayew. This was easily one of his worst games for Palace, if I'm honest with you. He just did not do enough. He just kept going back and back and back. I was so pissed off with him, and he was so annoying. and I think it is so much time. I think Jezrak Saki deserves a go. He came on in the second half, and I'm just tired of Jordan Ayew because he's rubbish. He is rubbish. I'm sorry, you know, if it offends anybody who is a Jordan Ayew fan, he's not good enough. He is not good enough for this club. I'm sorry. 2 out of 10. I'm sorry. He just was not good enough yesterday. He just did not provide the runs. He did not do anything with the ball, and he just kept passing it backwards. I know we're talking about Chelsea here, and Chelsea are one of the best when it comes to like pressuring and dominating the ball, but he just did not get a single touch in the game, and he was so poor. On the left hand side was Jeffrey Schlupp. Again, another player that was non-existent. He didn't really do anything with the ball. There was no real chances for us in that game, and I think Palace were very disappointed. They didn't even create a single chance. Mendy could have got a bench and read a newspaper. That's how shit we was in that game. So Schlupp for me is going to get a 3 out of 10. He just was not. He didn't go forward enough for me. Going to go into the 2 CDMs now. I'm going to start with James MacArthur. Again, he's probably another one that has passed it for me, but who else have we got? I've always rated Jimmy Mack for what he's done for the club, but for me, he did his job. He did his job. He did an okay job. He didn't do a brilliant job. He did an okay job. Possibly could have, him or one of the defenders should have closed down Chalobah for the goal, and I probably will put that on Jimmy Mack. But he wasn't the worst, and I'll give him a 4 out of 10. I'll probably give Jairo Riedewald the same rating of 4 out of 10, because again he went back too much as well. He looked like the whole team just looked like they lack confidence at the moment. It'll be a very interesting game against Brentford, which I'm going to cover tomorrow in the preview of the game against Brentford. That will be in tomorrow's video. It will be going live at 5 o'clock on Thursday the 19th of August, where I'm going to talk about who the main threats for Brentford are and where we can rely on, to win this game. But for this game in particular, Riedewald was just... Him and MacArthur did a solid job, keeping the scoreline down. But, they knew... We knew we weren't going to get anything from this game. And, it's not the end of the world. But for the next two, Zaha and Mateta, they could both get a 2 out of 10. They were both non-existent. Mateta's touch was just absolutely shocking. He just could not keep the ball. Bring it down, just control it for a little bit. I get that defending from Chelsea is the highest order. He's got to control the ball better than what he did. Fuck me. It's just not good enough what he did against Chelsea. I think Mateta was worse than Zaha, but both of them, I don't think they had a hard touch on the ball today. That's how bad we were. I'm going to give them both a 2 out of 10 because they were both very poor. Zaha had a chance towards the end, but again, it's too little too late, and it just was not a good performance from whatsoever. The substitutes who came on, Benteke came on in the 57th minute. He didn't really do that much, if I'm honest with you. In fact, if anything, he tried more defensively, which is a bit where we're at the moment. So, yeah, Benteke, standard 4 out of 10. It was okay, but did nothing. Anderson, again, 4 out of 10. He didn't really do anything to have an impact on the game. He tried to go forward with a couple of through balls, but no, it was very unconvincing performance from him. And Jezrak Saki, who came on in the last 15 minutes, was probably the best of the bad bunch, if I'm honest with you. He created a lot in the last 15 minutes. He's definitely a talent, somebody we desperately need to keep hanging on hold of. And I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. The manager Vieira, he went with the best team that he could. You know, we definitely need more signings in before the end of this window. Otherwise, we are screwed. And we really need Eze back. He definitely would have changed something in that game. But, you know, we need signings in. We need signings in very quickly. Otherwise, this could be a very, very long season for us. And a very long season for Vieira. So, he picked the team that he could. But, you know, it was a poor team. You know, I would have started Klein over Ward. I would have gone with Benteke up top over Mateta. Sorry, I'm a big fan of Mateta, but he was very poor on Saturday. And I would have... Yeah, that's it. That's all I would have done, really. I would have started Benteke ahead of Mateta, and I would have started Klein over Ward. But, yeah, the referee, though, John Moss, what a fucking prick. He literally gave every single fucking free kick to them that wasn't a free kick, and everything that was a free kick to us, he just waved it away. He's just a fucking knobhead. It just pisses me off how he thinks that's okay to do that sort of shit. But guys, that's going to conclude this Operation Palace video. The preview for Brentford at home will be out tomorrow night. I am going to be live tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be doing a Cricket 19 career mode with Edstar YouTuber. He's coming back tomorrow. And then Friday, I've got a very, very special video lined up. Do you remember the Cricket 19 career mode with my fast bowler? That's coming back on Friday. I finally managed to get a video done with the fast bowler, and he is back Friday. It's dropping at 4 o'clock on Friday. The preview for the Brentford game is dropping probably about 5-6 o'clock tomorrow night, and then I'm going to be going live tomorrow afternoon for some more Cricket 19 career mode. So if you are excited to join me for that, please make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and of course leave a comment down below. What's your player ratings for this game? Do you agree or do you disagree? I'm very looking forward to seeing the comments for this video. But until next time, everyone, of course, whilst COVID's still about, please, for me and for everyone, please make sure you continue to wear a face mask unless you are exempt. And until next time, take it easy.